If you're in your 40s in the UK, you've probably wondered whether you should put more into your pension or into your ISA. The truth is, most people overcomplicate this. So let me show you the simple method I actually use. Welcome back to Murphy's Money. Simple steps to financial freedom for normal people. Supervised by my dog Murphy, who honestly doesn't care where I put my money as long as the treat budget stays intact. Your 40s are a turning point, an important time for making financial decisions. You're far enough into your career to earn decent money, but close enough to your 50s to start thinking about flexibility. The key reasons this decision matters: you want options by 50 or 55. You might want part-time work or a less stressful job. You want to have money available before your pension age. You want to avoid overlocking your money away until you're 58 plus. And you want to keep your taxes low to give you more options in the future. So choosing where each pound goes, pension or ISA, genuinely changes your future freedom. Murphy says pensions and ISAs can be boring, but your future self will thank you for embracing the boring. The pension basics. It's locked away until 58, and that age will probably rise later, depending on government policy. Significant tax advantages, especially if you pay a high rate of income tax. You get employer contributions, which is effectively free money, and pensions are great for long-term compounding. In terms of the ISAs, you can access them anytime. Any gains in growth is totally tax-free. They provide flexibility for an even earlier retirement, and they're great for building that freedom fund. So one gives you tax efficiency, the other gives you flexibility, but in your 40s, you'll actually need both. So the big question is, what should I prioritise? I like to try and keep things simple, so this is what I do. Step 1, I take the free money first for my pension. So if you get an employer match, absolutely take 100% of it. If your employer matches 5% and you put in 5%, that's immediately a 100% return on your money. Even Murphy understands that's a great deal. Step 2, after that, I focus on my ISA for flexibility. Why is that? Well, because your ISA is the money that lets you slow down at 50. Consider working part-time. Able to take that career break or do some travel. Change jobs into a different sector. And overall, if you just want to reduce stress. Your ISA is your freedom fund, the money that you're in control of. And then finally, step 3, once your ISA is filled up to a level that you're comfortable with that meets your goals, you can consider adding more to your pension. This is where tax efficiency becomes massive. If you're a basic rate taxpayer, every pound into a pension becomes £1.25 instantly. And that gets even better if you're a higher rate taxpayer. So the simple balance is, take the employer match for your pension, build flexibility with your ISA, and boost your long-term wealth with your pension. And as Murphy says, make sure you take that free money from your boss. Broader personal context is that I already have a pension pot which is about 5 times my gross salary, but my ISA isn't where I want it to be. So here's exactly how I split my own contributions. The pension, I have a decent pension scheme with my employer where they will double any contributions I make up to 7.5%. So I currently choose to pay 10% of my own money, and then my employer then adds on 15%. So that's totals at the moment around £1,600 a month. In terms of my ISA, which is after tax, £1,000 a month is the total that I'm trying to pay to my future self as a minimum. Typically £300 of that goes into my cash ISA to bolster my emergency fund, and then £700 into my stocks and shares ISA. Now, depending on the month, I always want to try and pay in a bit more. So I always try and pay up to an additional £500 into my stocks and shares ISA if I've got the surplus money available. Why do I do it this way? So my pension grows tax efficiently, ISA gives me money I can use before I'm 58, and it keeps my financial freedom fund flexible. This balance gives me the option to work less in my 50s if I choose to. Murphy approves but recognises my current investment pots are skewed sort of 90-10 in favour of my pension, so I need to focus on increasing that ISA. This is all about finding the right balance for your individual circumstances. There are some common mistakes to avoid. I know this from experience and I've made them myself. So firstly, putting all your money into your pension. You get some great tax benefits, but you'll get zero flexibility before age 58. And that means you can't use it to fund any part-time work when you're in your 50s. 2, if you only use an ISA instead, it gives you that maximum flexibility, but you're missing out on that employer match and the tax relief. And thirdly, you can't plan your freedom if you don't know your target. You've got no plan, no target, no action. So what to do? Get everything from your employer that you can. It's free money. Balance with your ISA to buy that time and flexibility. Make use of tax relief where possible to boost your pension and reduce the tax you pay to the government. If you're confused about this decision, I wouldn't worry too much. Most people are. But prioritise that free money, build that flexibility, and balance the rest on your own personal goals. If this video has been useful or helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. It will make Murphy very happy. Check out my other video, 5 money mistakes people make in their 40s. And keep an eye out for my new video next week, which is all about setting yourself up for success in 2026. Thank you.